Welcome, Scorpios. This is going to be your reading for the month of July. As always, I am so grateful to have you all here with me. If I'm new to you, then welcome. I'm Miss Edie, and I'm so excited to give you guys your messages. You already got the cards are flying out today. So this energy, I'm filming on the new moon in Cancer, so we have a lot of beautiful new possibilities. So these beautiful energy is talking about like being above the clouds. I feel like you've achieved or risen above a situation, maybe a storm is passing right now and you're just kind of above it. You've risen above it, or you've elevated, you've raised your vibration, or you've learned how to use these winds in your sail so that you were able to soar to new heights. Raise your standards. Interesting. Elevate your expectations, and you have unlimited potential. So just know that you will rise above whatever this is. And I feel like for some of us too, maybe it's a career, maybe it's a situation, you know, there's kind of like maybe a ceiling, right? Sometimes the, you know, clouds are kind of like a level here. So we're rising above that. So like it's saying, like, the sky is the limit. No, like you can go as far as you want. So possibilities are endless. And I feel like for some of you, this could be a sudden change with polarity where you're going from the bottom to the top, or you're making some major transformations here. And look at this beautiful card. I love polarity specifically because it just really symbolizes, like, here we have the day and then we have the night. So it's sort of this like change and transformation of how like you can't see the light without going into the dark, right? Like you get the stars here in the card too. So it's necessary. You do need the darkness so that you can see the shine and the glow. So it's really nice. Polarity, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So it is necessary sometimes to have this. And I feel like maybe those situations were what needed to happen so that you could rise above them, right? If you have nothing that's challenging you, then how are you kind of learning new skills? How are you needing to assert yourself? How are you needing to grow, right? Otherwise you just stay the same. So sometimes we have to have that contrast. I feel also guided to do a little shameless plug. I do have a podcast on Spotify where I'm interviewed for my dear friend did my Just West. She did an amazing interview, and it's about living with contrast. So it is it's just maybe for some of you that might be really significant to mention. And I do share a bit about that journey there. So this could also just talk about you overcoming some really like dark night of the soul, dark energies. Maybe there's been, you know, a lot of negativity, depression, a lot of sadness, a lot of loss. And sometimes we go through these highs and lows. And for some of us too, you know, we're coming out of this really difficult season. There's been a lot of changes in Scorpio. Like that's you, right? You know, you go into these places of like, whether it's hiding or isolation or just needing to be away from it, all the busyness, and then you kind of come back out, and then it's like, where you been, you know? And then so like now it's sort of like asserting and bringing that beautiful energy together. So and we keep talking about the stars, and your first card is the star. And it's interesting because I got all these cards sticking out too, so I'll take them in a second. The Aquarius energy though is talking about wishes. It is about innovation. It is about transformation and changes. And that's why I feel like there's been a lot of emotions, because there's water here too. But I love this. She's got one foot on the ground, one foot in the water. So you're truly balanced. You're getting grounded. You're finding a way to find that balance here. Really, really beautiful. And I feel like, you know, there's just so much energy with this too, because the fruits of your labor are starting to show. This is also, and I like how this wand is already like coming out here, so there could be opportunities because of what it is that you're achieving and what it is that you're able to do. But it's taken a long time. Seven of Pentacles is about like that patient process, the tending to the garden, needing to go through this process, right? You plant the seed, it's not the fruit tomorrow. So this has been a season, this has been a cycle, this has been something that you have been needing to cultivate and maintain for a very long time. And I feel like for some of you too, you could be wishing for this to come to fruition, or you could be waiting for this, or someone could be waiting for what it is that you have, right? Like there's just this, or you could be very well known for this, especially if this is work, what you do, what you give, like stuff that you create here. And I feel like with the Knight of Wands, it's that taking action, which is giving you that momentum. Now, for some of you, there could be someone, oh, I love how, like, when I hold it a certain way, it looks like the horse has a, Pegasus here has a halo, you know? But it's also just saying that there is opportunities. And I feel like for you, it is possibilities, because you have this energy, you have this new way of being. And sometimes you have to go through those difficult situations, because It's not just the patience, it's the hard work. And you put in the hard work, and whatever it was that you overcame, and whatever season that this was, like, you can be a farmer in a season of drought. You could be a farmer in a season of flooding. You can be a farmer in ideal weather, right? It doesn't matter. You're still a farmer. It just matters what you're dealing with. And I'm, for some reason, getting really drawn to that term. But this is just saying that there are, you know, whatever it is that you have been planting, sowing seeds, there are either people coming towards you with an opportunity, because the next from the 7 is the 8, which is, of course, the master of your craft. And look, they're literally offering you this brand new, okay, this is for some of you, this is like literally what you've been dreaming about or wanting. This is a wish fulfillment in terms of something that is going to lead you and take you. So definitely when it's saying like raise your standards, and I feel like some of you could be like, no, I'd rather take the scenic route because I'm gonna get the better views, right? So it's also like it could have taken a little longer, but you had different goals in mind. Nobody knows what you've been through yet, and I feel like you're getting the opportunity to truly do this. So someone could be giving you this offer, someone could be giving you this beautiful energy of passion here too, a lot of desire, a lot of beautiful stuff coming through with this. And then we do have the 8 of Swords which of course has to do perhaps with the polarity, right? Maybe this is you offering something, or one minute you feel like you're on top of the world and the next minute you're struggling, right? So this could also just mean like maybe you're going through this self-awareness or this healing process, because the star is also about healing ourselves and going through the inner energy. But then this is also the mental energy, right? We've got the grounding and emotions here with the water. And then here we have this beautiful, I almost said 7, 8 of Swords. Because I almost said the 7, I feel like there could be like an element of self-sabotaging. Like maybe sometimes you get back into this and this is sort of like the cage you put yourself in, but there's no need to, right? Like you've already done this. So you could be recognizing where there's a lot of internal battles. Maybe there is a lot of internal dialogue or thoughts. This could be a paradigm that you need to shift out of. This could be conflicts that you kind of find yourself in, or situations. If these cards keep like wanting to come out here, there could be some situations that could be a little competitive too. And maybe this is part of like your valuing of who you are, because I feel like this opportunity is coming to you. This opportunity is something you have earned. This is something that is, again, the reward for what it is that you're doing. And this is like even an opportunity of leadership for some of you. You could be in charge of other people with the wand, and that could be maybe what's causing this conflict and competition, because there could be people who want that position and it's coming to you. So it's sort of like, yes, maybe there's other, I feel like for some of you, and this is like, let's manifest this together, of course, so comment like it's my opportunity. But why I'm saying this is because some of you think that this is the only position. Like when you achieve that, that's it. Sometimes in some companies and some opportunities, there is so much expansion that they have to create new positions, new roles. So even if there's other people that might be more qualified or more experienced or whatever, it doesn't matter, because that position that's being created is because of something that they have seen from your skills and talents that you have been able to manifest, create, and bring to fruition, because Pentacles is tangible. So this could be money. Maybe you're like, they might have all that, but you're the one who creates the greatest returns. You might be the one who has the highest sales, or you might be the one who creates the best product, right? Depending on what it is and how it resonates. And you got the Sun card. So yes, it's true. Sun, Leo energy. So Leo season is going to be really significant for you. A Leo could be significant for you, but it is also talking about how there is new opportunities and like it's shining, right? She's like turning the sun. So for some of you with the sun and the star, this is, if this is a love offer and someone is making this gesture, like you are literally like what shines at night, what shines during the day. For many of you too, with the Sun card, it's also just a big yes, that yes, a confirmation, your wish is coming true. Something that you've really been wanting is coming your way. Something that you are needing and bringing light and illumination. So in the dark, you're shining. In the day, you're shining. You're the one who's like turning the light, right? So you're truly in charge of the sun. I don't know why it's, maybe for some of you, this is about children too, okay? But it is just bringing this beautiful energy of possibilities. Like you are in control of how this goes. So shine your light brightly. And I feel like for some of you too, maybe that's just it. You're just worried about what will happen in this situation. With the Queen of Swords though, know to trust your wisdom. Like, this is sort of where I'm saying, like, maybe have all this, but you're sitting like this, even though internally it's like, oh my God, and you're fighting yourself with all these internal dialogues, and you're just sitting there like, no, calm as a cucumber, right? So it's sort of saying, like, raise your standards, meaning, like, before you might have had situations where people did make you feel like that, or those you know, whether this is trauma or doubt, or the people around you aren't supportive. And of course, if people want what you have, I'm sorry, I'll be the first one to tell you, they're the last to support you. And why? Because they know that your success will either leave them behind, or your success will make them look worse or bad because they can't do what you do, or they don't want to. So with the Queen of Swords, it's bringing this forward, it's bringing this out, and it is giving you the opportunity here for some communication, honest communication, your confidence here to know when to say, what to say. And also, she's in blue, I just see this here. So there's this element of also communicate, like, your voice will take you places. It's like they say, like people will have an image of you, but the second you open your mouth determines where they position you. And that could be good or bad, right? So it's sort of saying too, like, people are watching you, people are waiting to see what comes out. And especially in these circumstances, like, you know, how are you reacting? Even if you have these doubts, make sure your voice is well, you know, articulating what it is that's going on. And I feel like that's where you shine, because you're so good at doing that. So Scorpios, you are really great communicators. You are excellent people who know how to do that. And the Queen of Swords is also very organized, very meticulous, someone who is very thoughtful. So a lot of air energy here too, fire energy with the wands here too. So there's a lot of passion, a lot of communication, but I feel like it could be a little tense, right? Because this could also be very supercharged. Okay, so some of you could be getting like supervisor positions, or I don't know, it's like super exciting is kind of what I'm getting, like, and also for that energy coming through with like superstar, whatever it is, like, whatever it is, wherever you are. See, the shooting star message keeps coming through in so many different ways, but for me, this is just saying, like, whatever it is that you think you are, you're getting more attention, you're getting more illumination, more awareness too. Like, this is like truly like recognizing all that you have come through, to the point that you're starting to actually shine a light on yourself and realize your growth, realize your success, realize where you are. And I think sometimes it takes a lot for us to feel successful or proud of ourselves for what we've done. And I think it's finally that time where even you're the one who's like, wait, and I also did this, and I also did this, and I also did this and this. So you're starting to recognize how profound all the overcoming those obstacles, the challenges, the victories, the actual beautiful energy of the growth, because you're starting to see your garden and what has transpired through this process, which is so beautiful. Let's get a beautiful closing prayer for you from Archangel Michael. And see, I kept saying son, your children are watched over by angels. So it does say, dear guardian angels of my children born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Meaning, and she's holding a little teddy bear there too, so it's just so beautiful. Like, if you are waiting for children to come into this world, or you know, you're wondering how they're doing, this is just a beautiful sign that they are safe, they are loved, they are protected, they are with your loved ones, and your angel team is protecting them and keeping them safe until they're ready to come here. So for others of you, this could of course be maybe some opportunities for that, or opportunities that are leading you to that. And then we have, you're on the right path. Now again, it doesn't always have to be physical children. This could be anything that you are bringing to term, okay? This could be, you know, you're finishing your school and education, now you're using the fruits of your knowledge to create, right? You're like, however this is, whatever this is. And it's interesting, they're holding a fish here, so this could be significant for you. Don't know why that's standing out, but for somebody that could be significant. Maybe there's, you know, it's leading to these opportunities to make some big catches, right? And here we have this again prayer. It says, dear Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So what is it that is necessary for you to do, right? If you know you're at a crossroads right now, or you have to make some tough decisions, you have to make the decision that will give you the better tomorrow. And sometimes giving yourself the better tomorrow causes the very dark, painful day. But at the same time, once you go through that dark night of the soul, you get to admire and see all the beautiful stars. And when the sun comes up, you get to find a way to integrate your polarities. So again, integrate that shadow side, right? Sometimes we have to go through that, and it is a law of the universe. So raising your standards, elevating your expectation, also being, you know, a bit more selective and telling people, you know, what it is that you want. And sometimes it's also not engaging in situations, even when you really want to tell people. You keep your peace, not for them. Sometimes it is mostly for them, because I know for me personally, my silence is your protection. If you agree with me, just let me know. But otherwise, it's also about just knowing that, like, your confidence speaks louder, your actions speak louder than your words. You don't need to be involved in whatever that is. So just knowing your beautiful energy is being received. You're for some of you, if you are pregnant or wishing or praying for a child, you could be receiving a son. Of course, with the sun significance here, it is Leo energy, but it can also just speak to you are getting some kind of leadership opportunity right now. So Scorpios, congratulations. I know you have been working very hard for this, and keep going. You are doing amazing. As always, guys, only follow the links I provide. If you're looking for private sessions with me for readings or also astrology opportunities, you can also check all that out on my website. I never message you outside, so please only use the pages that have my information. And again, you can only book with me on my website. So God bless you. Have a beautiful rest of your month, and I'm sure we will see each other really soon. Take care. Bye. Woo, Scorpio.